There is one thing Monkey D. Luffy has never done in over 1000 chapters of One Piece, not once. Goku does it constantly. Naruto built his entire identity around it. Eren did it so completely it destroyed him. Ichigo does it every single arc without realizing. But Luffy, in 1000 chapters across every sea, through every loss, through Marineford, through losing Ace, through being told 100 times he doesn't belong on the sea, has never once looked at himself through someone else's eyes and wondered if they were right. Every other MC in anime history needs the world to confirm they're enough. Luffy never needed confirmation. He never asked for it. He doesn't even understand why anyone would. And that one thing, that single difference, is why he's the greatest MC ever written. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why no one else comes close. Goku, Naruto, Eren, Ichigo, let's go. Let me ask you something about Goku that nobody asks. Who is he when he's not fighting? Not what's his power level. Not what's his next transformation. I mean, what does Goku actually believe? What does he want his life to look like when there's no villain incoming? What do his kids mean to him beyond training partners? What does Chi-Chi mean to him beyond an obligation? Take your time, I'll wait. You can't answer it. And that's not a knock on you, it's because Dragon Ball was never interested in those questions. Goku's character is his power ceiling. Every saga, every arc, every new form exists to answer one question. Can Goku get strong enough to beat this? The moment the answer feels certain, Toriyama introduces something stronger. That's the whole engine. Goku is a power escalation machine wearing the skin of a character. Now here's Luffy. His power has grown just as dramatically. Gear 2nd, Gear 4th, Gear 5th. One of the most insane power-up sequences in anime history. But try this. Remove every single power-up Luffy ever got. Strip him back to the rubber band kid from chapter 1. His character doesn't change at all, because Luffy's power was never what made him Luffy. His values were, his identity was, the way he looks at people and decides, without evidence, without guarantee, that they're worth saving. That was all there from page 1. Here's the line that separates them permanently. Goku will let his friends die if it means a better fight. He's done it. He enjoyed it. He gave Cell a Senzu bean mid-battle because he wanted Gohan to get a real challenge. One of his sons nearly died because of that decision. Luffy cannot compute that logic. It doesn't exist in him. The idea of trading someone he loves for a better outcome, it's not that he refuses it. He literally cannot process it as an option. That's not a power, that's not character growth, that is just who Luffy is, baked into his bones from the first chapter. Goku's character serves his power, Luffy's power serves his character. That's the whole difference, and it matters enormously. I want to be careful here because Naruto is personal for a lot of people. That story genuinely moved people. The lonely kid who the whole village ignored, who clawed his way from outcast to Hokage, that arc hit real. I'm not dismissing that, but I'm going to show you the crack in Naruto's foundation, because there is one. Naruto's entire character runs on one fuel source, the need to be seen. He was born invisible. The village looked at him and saw a monster, and everything, every jutsu he learned, every battle he won, every speech he gave, was powered by one desperate need underneath it all. Acknowledge me, see me, tell me I matter. That's a beautiful wound, one of the most relatable in fiction. But watch what it does to his structure. Naruto needs Iruka to believe in him to unlock his potential. He needs Jiraiya to invest years into him. He needs Sasuke to acknowledge him. He needs the entire village, the same people who spat on him as a kid, to finally change their minds. Every major emotional breakthrough in Naruto's story is unlocked by someone outside of him deciding he's worth it. His character is built on an external foundation. The world has to change toward him for him to feel complete. Now watch what Luffy does. Every single person with authority has told Luffy he's not ready. Shanks told him he was too weak to come. The entire navy has told him he doesn't belong on the sea. Every warlord, every emperor, every marine admiral he's ever faced has looked at him and seen someone who shouldn't exist. Luffy does not register this information, not because he's arrogant, not because he's delusional, but because his sense of self was never built on what other people decided about him. You could line up every person in the One Piece world and have them tell Luffy he'll never be Pirate King, and he'd probably ask them if they've eaten yet. That self-possession and that complete independence from external validation, Luffy doesn't earn it. He doesn't develop it through training, he just has it. From chapter 1, Naruto's story is powerful because it reflects a wound most of us actually carry. The need for recognition, the fear of being invisible. It resonates because it's real, but Luffy's story shows us something rarer. What a person looks like who was never broken by that need in the first place. Not someone who healed the wound, someone who was never cut. That's a different kind of character entirely. Eren Yeager is the most ambitious character arc on this list. What Isayama did, taking a classic shonen protagonist and running him through complete ideological collapse, is genuinely bold, and for a long time it worked. Early Eren is electric, pure burning rage. His dream is freedom, his enemy is oppression. He has the will, the ferocity, the absolute refusal to accept the world as it is. Sound familiar? Early Eren and early Luffy look almost identical from a distance. So what went wrong? Eren's dream was never actually freedom, it was safety. He wanted freedom from fear, freedom from walls, freedom from the world pressing in on the people he loved. His dream was conditional from the start. Freedom for us at whatever cost to them. And the moment the story forced him to confront that true freedom, for everyone, including his enemies, meant a world he couldn't control. Eren couldn't do it. He chose genocide. He took the word freedom and used it to justify the most total act of oppression possible. Eren's dream didn't get corrupted from outside. It rotted from within because it was built on an ideology, a concept of freedom that was always secretly about control. Now here's Luffy's dream. Ask him what Pirate King means. His answer every single time is the same: the freest person on the sea. Not the most feared, not the most powerful, not the most in control. Free. And look at how he chases it. Every island he liberates, he leaves. He refuses to rule Alabasta. He refuses to rule Dressrosa. He refuses every crown, every title, every position of power anyone tries to hand him. His dream has no ideology in it to corrupt. It's not a concept, it's not a cause, it's just joy. Personal, selfish, completely harmless joy. I want to sail to the end of the sea and be free. You cannot corrupt that. There is no world where Luffy becomes Eren, and that's not naivety. That's the deepest form of ideological immunity. A dream that was never an ideology cannot be weaponized into one. Okay, we've been in analysis mode for a while. I need you to feel something for a second. There is something Luffy does that no other MC on this list does. Something so quiet that most people absorb it without ever naming it. Luffy changes people without trying to. Not through speeches, not through power, not through the power of friendship as a battle mechanic. He changes people by simply being what he is. A person who looks at you and decides, without evidence, without conditions, that you deserve to exist. Robin, 20 years of running, 20 years of being hunted by a world that decided she was too dangerous to live. When she finally broke, when she finally said the words she'd swallowed her entire life, it wasn't because someone proved she was worth saving. It was because Luffy had already decided that, long before she believed it herself. I want to live. Those words came out of her because Luffy made the world safe enough for her to say them, not with a speech, not with a fight, just by being completely, unconditionally certain that she mattered. Nami, a girl who carried an entire village's freedom on her shoulders for years alone, convinced that asking for help was a luxury she couldn't afford. Luffy gave her his hat. He told her to ask for help, that's it. That was the whole intervention. A hat and 4 words. So let's land this. Every MC we talked about today, and honestly, almost every protagonist in the history of this medium is a becoming story. Their character is their arc. Take away the growth, the wound, the desperate need driving them forward, and there's nothing left. They are defined by what they lack.